what specific aspect of the audience love did you feel really validated it for you? Where was it that what came across, and how did that then shape your creative approach to it and the approach to the next season?
I want to mimic your posture.
I feel like we'll need to sit up straighter.
Well, I think it was surprising to us that the audience was drawn to the story as emotionally and as profoundly as they were. I think what we felt from the audience was that they had lent us the most important things that they could lend us. They lent us their time, they lent us their care, they lent us their attention. And it's really the thing that we take into season 2, because it's what emboldens us. It's what allows us a certain confidence in order to say, okay, if we had people follow us into this, this land of feudal Japan, maybe they'll follow us into some deeper, more cavernous spaces. What we felt from the audience was that they had lent us the most important things that they could lend us. They lent us their time, they lent us their care, they lent us their attention. And it's really the thing that we take into season 2, because it's what emboldens us. It's what allows us a certain confidence.
And yeah, it was a great surprise, big surprise. We got out of hours. And for me, especially as a producer and as a leading actor, so each time we got 2 trophies. That was amazing. I could never have imagined when I was shooting in Vancouver a few years ago. I hope it will be better.
Also get some rest. Get some rest, take your vitamins, because season 2 will require quite a bit from not only us, but particularly...
10 years later, it means I'm getting older and more quiet, I think.
Recognizing, in some sense, the reality of how we watch television now, which is, this show is going to take us a little while to produce. It's not coming out 1 year later. And there's this thing that drives me crazy when you watch a show that ended 3 years ago and you get into season 2 and it's 5 minutes later and you jump right in, and it's tough on the audience. I think we have a lot of things pulling at our eyeballs, and we're trying with Shōgun, it's a very complex world, to use this jump as a way to come back to our characters again for the very first time. To see what's changed in their lives over the course of the last 10 years, and to rediscover them. Shōgun is a saga, first and foremost. Part 1 was a story about agency, about finding power over the course of events, and a man intent on bringing about peace from the threshold of war. But as we know in history, that's not quite how things turned out for feudal Japan at that time. And part 2 is, I would say, 2 things. One, like the first season, I think part 2 is a really sweeping, beautiful, and you're never going to see it coming, entirely unexpected love story. So we're very excited to begin revealing details about that. But it's also a story of war and the cost of war. There are battle sequences that we're putting together now in part 2. I don't think you've ever seen anything like it. This kind of scale, this kind of tragedy, and this kind of humanity. We're hoping to render something on screen that audiences are going to be really blown away by. We wouldn't go there if we didn't feel we had it, and the history that has formed the foundation of our storytelling has given it to us, and we're so grateful to our Japanese collaborators for bringing it to us and explaining it to us, and hopefully we'll be able to bring it to the world. So yeah, that's what we have coming.
そうですね、若い俳優陣と、仕事をするのはいつも刺激的で、逆に学ぶところも多くてですね、楽しいんですけども、今回シーズン1で初めて、 プロデューサーとしても参加したので、役者の先輩としてという以上に、プロデューサーとしていろんな準備段階から現場その他でアドバイスをすることができ、実際に動きや刀の使い方収め方も含めて、責任を持って教える立場にいたので非常に楽しかったですし、彼らの成長を見るのがもう本当に嬉しくて、彼らのいいテイクが取れた時はもう自分が成功した時以上に楽しくて、もう親のような気持ちで、楽しくやらせていただきました。
Than someone who keeps us honest with the words, and sometimes that relationship, you never know what it's like when it comes to a rights holder in the state. As writers, when you're doing this, in the case of Michaela, she's truly our partner, which has been so incredible to have for the last 6 years. I don't know what we do without her. And when it comes to the sort of part 2 question, I think, in all honesty, we began to develop this when, I would say probably on set would be the earliest time. I can't think of any other time when suddenly this fan fiction began to start for us, because that's really what it was. I mean, we were just sitting around joking.
Yeah, just a lot of chit-chatting.
Yeah, and finding these ideas of like, it'd be great, or what I wonder is really going on here. And some of this comes from the book, and we were able to go back to that text and sort of comb it for deeper meaning and find some more surprising ideas. I'm just trying to stop myself from spoilers.
Can we tell them our favorite fan fiction?
No, because we can't spoil anything. No, we can't do anything.
I can see you're just like, I just want to say something.
But it is, I think that the thing that excited us the most was to lean into the spirit of storytelling from the era in which Shōgun was written, which is that great serialized saga storytelling of the 70s, where you could just pick up a story and get immersed in 100 different horizontal directions with all of these characters going into the future, going into the past, going sideways around the present, and bringing that out. And so Michaela was a really great valuable resource for us as we began to test those fan fiction ideas and find their way to reality.
関係者の方とか先輩方とか、先生方の顔が授賞式では毎回浮かんで、なんかある意味一つの恩返しがこれでできたのかなというのと、これを励みにもっと頑張れよと、還暦を過ぎた体に鞭打って頑張ろうと思わせていただきました。
In that regard.
From season 1, I actually think we discovered that having parameters, enhances story.
We're planning ahead here.
はい、賞をいただいたということは本当にこの作品だけではなく、そしてまた日本人の俳優クリエイターだけではなく、この演歌を代表するような、各国の若い才能にチャンスが広がったと思います。そして、昔は夢だと言われていたことがやれば叶うこともあるんだというメッセージになったんではないかと思っているので、夢はもう大きい方がいいと思うんで、とにかく自分にチャンスが回ってきた時に慌てないように今からいろんなこと、言葉、演技、それからいろいろ身につけるべき、身体的な動きも含めてやっていただければ、いつでもまたこういうチャンスが来ると思いますし、この将軍というプラットフォームもそういった若い素晴らしい才能にチャンスを与えて世界に紹介していく大事な舞台になっていると思うので、とにかく夢を大きく持って自分を信じて、前を向いて歩いていただきたいと思います。
Hiroyuki Sanada, Kondo, and Justin Marks, who have joined us here today. Thank you very much, guys. You've been absolutely incredible. You've done so well to sit through that and not tell us anything
giving it away. Thank you very much. We'll let you take your leave of the stage. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a round of applause.